Hey, what's up, Aquarius? We're going to get into your read here. Hope you guys are doing well. Just going to throw some cards out, see what the energy is looking like for you guys. And I will be coming out with the June readings pretty soon here. So just wanted to, again, I was just kind of going through the zodiacs and wanted to finish it out. And these readings here, it may not resonate with a lot of you guys, but I do know at least one person needs to hear it. It's just trying to see what the energy is looking like and take it from there. So general read, take what resonates. All right, so let's see what's going on for Aquarius. What messages are coming in here for Aquarius? Queen of Cups starting off your reading here. It is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Let's see what's crossing you here. Now the Queen of Cups is a very intuitive energy, but also, very emotional, keeps things to herself. It doesn't matter male or female in this card. But I kind of feel like, this is you in this Queen of Cups energy. Maybe there's you tapping into your intuition. This is you feeling more, and maybe you do have water in your chart, but this is a lot of keeping things within you is what I'm picking up. Okay. Let me see what your challenge, what is crossing you here. We have the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Past energy, we have the Knight of Cups, and let's take a look at your focus here. We have the Justice card, Libra energy. Possibilities, we have the Five of Cups. Near future, we have the Six of Wands. In your power, Aquarius, what's going on? How are you feeling right now? We have the Magician. All right, so Gemini, Virgo energy. Let's see your environment. How does that look here? We have the Three of Wands. Let's take a look at your hopes and fears for Aquarius. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And let's take a look at your potential outcome. And I say potential because you have free will to change all of this here. We have the Eight of Wands as your potential outcome, Sagittarius energy. And the Eight of Wands, as being your outcome, Eight of Wands is a card of communication, fast energy, but it's also about a card of changes as well, okay? I do see the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So Aries, Leo, Sag energy here. So let's start off with the Queen of Cups. Like as I was saying, the Queen of Cups is, I'll try to pull the card here. And we'll do it this way. So the Queen of Cups, she's kind of sitting there with that cup, okay? And, there is a lot going on. I feel like there's maybe a lot that you want to express, but not sure how to express it. Maybe in the past you do want to be open, but in the past it wasn't accepted, or maybe the people that you've dealt with didn't really accept who you were for being truly you, And I feel like there's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of feelings that you're holding within yourself that you want to let out, okay? And I feel like you're keeping a lot inside right now. And I don't know if this is like relationships, or this could fall with current relationships with friends or romantic, or maybe this is, situations with work. Maybe there's a lot going on is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so we'll see how this plays out. But I feel like you're, in this Queen of Cups energy that is, not only having these feelings and keeping a lot within, there's a lot that you want to express and show that maybe you do care for someone else, or, there's an energy of wanting to offer something here, wanting to express who you truly are, or something like that here, okay? Because she's holding that Ace of Cups. It's not like you're coming in looking for something. It's like you have a lot of love to give, and it's like, let's start something here. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you have a lot to offer. It doesn't have to be just love in regards to romance, but you have a lot to offer here. And maybe just to the world, you have a lot to bring to the table. It's like it's this energy of like, it's time to shine, right? So I feel like you feel that within yourself, but it's like you want to let it out now. That's what I'm picking up here. All right. So now what's crossing you is the Page of Pentacles. This is your challenge, okay? And the Page of Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And sometimes we look at this and say it's an opportunity. This is the very general way of saying it. But today, I kind of feel like when I look at the Page of Pentacles, this is a card of reflecting on who you truly want to be is what I'm picking up here. Because the Page of Pentacles, a lot of people don't know, is a card of reflection as well. It's reflecting on self, okay? And maybe that's something that you're working on right now. Now, the past energy you're coming into this reading is the Knight of Cups. It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy again. Now, for some of you guys, maybe this is a connection. Maybe this is someone that you're thinking of, you know? Maybe this is someone that you offered something to. For others of you, you know, this can be an energy of you moving towards something that you really like to do. Maybe this is something that you are trying to move towards, something that you really love to do, right? But I also, as I'm saying this, my eyes are going straight to this Knight of Pentacles in your hopes and fears, because the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow energy. So when you have a slow energy, when you really want things to take off and you're dealing with the slow energy, or you're just kind of like, how come things are not moving forward? You kind of feel stagnant, you feel stuck, and you feel kind of worried, and you're just kind of wondering, you know, how are we going to get things going here? That's why your focus is the Justice card. Libra energy there. And Justice, you know, is a card of karma. I feel like there is this, for some of you guys, maybe there's an energy of like, hey, you know, I've kind of went through quite a bit of stuff. You think some good stuff can kind of come towards me now? You know, there's that feeling there, right? And Justice is a card of balance. I feel like that you're going to start to see things work for you here. Okay, so maybe you feel like overwhelmed. Maybe you feel like things are just kind of not going in that direction, like a forward motion. It feels like more of a circle. Maybe things are going forward, but then it comes back around. And again, that feeling of stagnation. But with Justice being over here, I feel like that you're going to start to see things balance out. So when I say that, don't feel like, you know, it's just happening because it's, just because it's going to happen. I feel like you're doing a lot of work within yourself as well here to get to that level here, to start to see it. And it's more about trusting yourself and believing who you are is pretty much a really, not only a first step, but, you know, a huge step into moving in that direction. Okay, now we do have the possibilities of the Five of Cups sitting over here. And the Five of Cups, you know, this person's looking at Three Cups and worried about the stuff that didn't work out, the projects that didn't work out, the work environments, the relationships, whatever it is. I feel like that this person is looking at those Three Cups. But when I see the Six of Wands in the near future, it's like it's telling me here, Aquarius, that you're starting to see the direction that you want to go. You're starting to see what makes you feel good. You're starting to see the people that make you feel good, the work things that you want to do. All right. So, and it's not like when I say work, a lot of us just go to work just because we have to go to work. It's going to be very difficult for us to find jobs that we love to do, because sometimes we just want to go to a work situation where we don't have to deal with drama and then get the work done, and then that's a better, you're not being sucked with energy out, right? So I feel like that you're starting to see other things here that you can move towards, or at least embrace the things that you already have and understand that you have the skills here. Okay, you have everything that you need. You're already good enough, right? You don't have to prove to anybody that you're good. It's like you already know that within yourself by the time you get to the Six of Wands. So there's a lot of work being done here before you get to the Six of Wands energy. And once you're in the Six of Wands energy, it's a feeling of, no one can kind of bring you down. If someone gives you any sort of negativity, someone says something to you, or maybe someone, criticizes you in a way, it doesn't affect you. Okay. Because in your power, we have the Magician. And the Magician is, again, someone that understands what they have around them, all the elements, right? And can start manifesting what they want. Okay, so the Magician is a 1. All right, so numerology here, it's a new beginning. You've ended the past. You're moving towards a new cycle, a new beginning. You're building this foundation, and I feel like you're starting to see, because you're in your environment here. We have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is an option. I feel like, it's, of course, Three of Wands could be like waiting for your ships to come in, but with this energy moving towards this, it tells me that you're starting to see all the other opportunities that you have for you. And because it's the number 3, I feel like it's a lot of options, being like you can go three different ways. You could, there isn't anything that you have to make a decision on yet, right? Two of Wands typically says the decision's now, but I feel like you're in this energy where you can still take a look at this and see how this goes. But again, this new opportunity, this Page of Pentacles, this reflection, you do want it, but it's like Knight of Pentacles, it's kind of going slow at the same time. But because of this, I see the eight of Wands being over there is the outcome. It kind of tells me that, there is this slow energy. There's just a lot of work being done. But because we have Justice being here in your focus and you're starting to see that things are starting to work, and then we have the Magician being over here, I feel like there's going to be some changes here that's going to really take off for you. It's interesting because I just did a Sagittarius video, and the energies in that video, and I used a different deck and everything, but it was a lot of fast energy. So maybe you do have Sagittarius in your chart, but it was one of those things where things started taking off. Things were really slow, and all of a sudden things started picking up. And I feel like the work that you're doing is setting you up for that success here. Okay. Queen of Wands again at the bottom of the deck. That just tells me, I feel like this is more of an energy of you, because the Queen of Wands is someone that understands who they are, what they want, is very bold, go gets what they need, someone that's very focused, and also a visionary type of energy as well. So I kind of feel like this is just you here, Cancer, that you just moving towards something brand new. Maybe you don't know what it is just yet, but I do feel like there's going to be a sense of somewhat of a illumination here for you of where you need to be. Maybe you are trying new things. Maybe you are, you've done something for a very long time. Then all of a sudden you're trying something new. Then something else changes, and you're kind of molding yourself into where you need to be. And I feel like that Eight of Wands is going to be something that that you feel like things are going to be like, oh wow, finally things are clicking. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. All right. I will pull a couple more cards here just to see if there's anything else coming in for Aquarius. Let me see this Page of Pentacles before I do that, because that is crossing you. It is a challenge here. We have the Hierophant, and it's pretty much the High Priest as well. So, I mean, when I said reflection on that, and I see the Four of Swords here, the Hierophant is someone that has learned quite a bit. I mean, this is someone here that has so much experience. They teach other people. And maybe there is a balance, Justice in the Hierophant that I see. Maybe this is a balance of understanding, learning from others, but at the same time teaching, okay? And maybe the experiences that you take in and teaching other people, that's also helping you understand where the path that you need to go. I hope that I'm saying that right. But I feel like with the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles here, maybe that does lead to a new opportunity. But I do feel like this reflection is making you realize who you truly are, what you've been through, which is actually going within with that Queen of Cups energy to understand that, and replay some things that you've went through and how you've handled it alone. And I feel like that's bringing you into this Hierophant energy. It's like, hey, I've been through a lot that I can help other people with, right? So again, this just kind of, that's what it is. It could be different for a lot of you guys, but I feel like the Hierophant, the High Priest, is a very intuitive energy as well. So you could be very intuitive right now, or your intuition, or your messages, dreams, whatever it is here. I feel like you are getting some sort of push here in the right direction, or maybe you feel like you're starting to make the choices here that feel good for you. Okay. Let me get one more. I'm going to get two cards. Sorry, I was just trying to clarify the Page of Pentacles for you guys. Let me see two more cards here for Aquarius. Two more cards here for Aquarius. And we have the King of Pentacles with the Devil. All right. So Devil with the Five of Swords. I mean, those two cards right there, the King of Pentacles and the Devil. I mean, a lot of times when we start focusing on creating this new beginning, I hate saying that sometimes because it's like, all the time it's like a new beginning, but it is all the time. We are even from my experience, I mean, shoot, it's like the Fool card every week sometimes, you know what I mean? So but with these energies, when you're starting to move forward, you're starting to get things going, things are starting to work out for you, it brings attention. With the King of Pentacles and the Devil being over here, maybe sometimes this is about we get caught up with looking at the materialistic things in life. What do we want to get? We just want to buy a house. We just want money. And of course, money pays the bills, right? So it makes us feel more comfortable. But it's also understanding that, maybe we don't need to focus so much on that and focus on the actual plan and what needs to be done. And then the result is finances, right? So it's like, instead of striving and focusing on that, it's more about striving and focusing on yourself and understanding who you are and putting that into play here. And I feel like the result is going to be better than obsessing over a certain situation or obsessing over something materialistic. Now, for those that were like, no, I'm not even doing that. As you're moving through these energies, as you're kind of seeing these changes, as things are coming together for you, when you're doing this type of internal work, it starts to show with other people as well. And people are going to start to see this growth within you. They're going to start to see, hey, you're acting different. You're doing things differently. You're dressing differently. You're feeling better. You're laughing more. You're, more being true to yourself. And that does bring jealousy with that devil energy. Okay. So be cautious of that, because when people start to see you succeed, they don't want you to succeed. Some people want you to just stay where you're at. Some people don't want you to be happy, and sometimes the sad part is it's the closest people that you've, engaged with in the past. So that 5 of Cups energy, it's like those 2 cups here. It's like moving away from those type of energies. And I feel like maybe for some of you guys, you're going to start to see that type of energy around you and moving away from those negativities. Okay. So I feel like that's any sort of other advice that's coming in for you. But the 5 of Swords being here at the bottom after I pulled those 2 cards out, this is a very, 5 of Swords is like ready to fight, blocking yourself out. But also in this card, in this deck here, you can see he's holding the sword. And it's kind of symbolizes the 10 of Swords here, because it's almost the same, but he's holding the sword. He's ready. He's protecting himself. He's not going to let anyone, disturb his peace, right? So he's not going to let anyone take their wish, their dream, what they want to succeed in life. They're not letting anyone do that to them. And I feel like that's an energy that you want to keep in mind here. Now, it doesn't mean that Aquarius needs to start ripping that sword out. It just means that you have it ready. It's let things go, observe, let things ride, let the people do it and say what they need to say. But at the same time, you know who you are. Remember, you've already done the work. You know what you can bring to the table. All right. Magician in your power. All right. And look at that. The 9 of Pentacles right after that. So, I mean, these are energies here that is setting you up to become very successful. And I feel like besides these advices, it's more about you and knowing who you are. And I feel like that's what you're finding and realizing right now. So once that happens, you're going to see the energy shift very fast here. All right. So Aquarius, I hope this helps you. If it does, hit that like button. And until next time, we'll see you guys. Have a good one.